Hi gamer fans, I'm Gamer Jax, and in this video we are making FNAF style cameras in Blender. So for our first step, we're gonna press A on the keyboard, left click, delete. Now we're gonna make our room. So for a pretty normal, not that complex room, we can use a cube. You might be saying, a cube? Why a cube? Well, if you press S and hold to size it up and drag your mouse in the direction, we'll just size it up, and then if you go in here, it's actually pretty nice. But if you want a more complex room, you can go to a wall, face select in the editor window right here. You can take a wall, extrude it, and then go on the inside here, and boom, you have more of a room. So if you want to make a complex room, you can do that 100%. So I'm just gonna Control G, Control Z, make sure I just have this. I'm just gonna make a simple room here. So one thing I do have is Blender Kit. Blender Kit is a really nice add-on that lets you pick from a variety of items and objects. So link in the description. Go get Blender Kit if you want to follow this tutorial. It's completely free unless you want to get the Pro version. All Pro does though is lets you get these items, the more complex locked items, but it's okay if you don't have to get that. Okay, so let's just start modeling. So let's plan out a room. So for my room, I'm thinking like a ball pit, maybe some fun things like a kitty corner, you know, a kitty corner, like a kid corner. So I'm just gonna size my box up using the scale thing, and now I'm gonna search ball pit up here. So just like that. But I might have to model one. Oh, see, that one's locked, but that's fine. But just use your creativity right here. Just search whatever you want, except whatever that is. But just search whatever you want. Try to find it. If not, just follow my modeling tutorial. But if not, that's completely fine. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to start texturing. So to texture, go to the texture tab and search materials. Now, what I like doing to make the floor different texture than the walls, I go into edit mode, face select, select the floor face like this, go mesh, separate selection, or P selection, and now that's the floor. Now I'm just going to get a nice wood material for this, so I'm just going to use this for example. And you're like, Gamer Jax, I can't see it. Well, go up here and into this one. Then you'll be able to see your flooring. So you can pick from any of these materials that you like. I like this one, so I'm just going to keep it. Now you can pick a wall material by just searching anything. I'm going to use this one. And you have a material to place. But if you go back up here and go to the bubble, you can see it's dark. Your Santa is, you know, you want it to have a camera and you want to render it, but it's so dark. So to do that, we're actually not going to use Blender Kit. We are going to go Shift A on the keyboard, light, area. And you say, that's not light. Well, that's because it only has 10 watts of power. Let's just increase it by dragging your mouse sideways while having the thing selected and holding this. And you can see now we're getting some light. Now what I like to do is always make it come from a source, unless it's above the camera view, which I'll explain later. But always make it come from a source. But let's say for this one, it's actually coming from above the camera view. But now you're saying, okay, I got my lights. Oh, one thing before we start this next segment. Just move these lights and turn them. And go, when you're doing a light, my favorite is area, but you can use any of these. point being the only projecting the light from a point, sun being a big sunlight, spot being just a light in or a spotlight, and area being an area. It covers an area. So I like using area lights, and you can turn them, make them face different ways, and you can change the color. So I'm going to change this to a warmer color, like that. Or if you're making a freezer or something, you can turn it into a colder color. But they'll leave it like this. Now, you might be asking, how do I make a render of my final build, because this looks amazing? Well, all you have to do, sift a camera. I have a few plugins, but just camera. And then you'll see your camera. Press, let me show you this. This is a big tip, 0 to go to what your camera sees. So this is what my camera's seeing. But let's say I want to move it back, but I don't want to use the tools because I can't use them when I'm in the camera view, and then I have to it's annoying. So let's say I want it like here. There's a shortcut to bring the camera right to your view. So Control Alt 0. Boom. Do you see that? It moves Control Alt 0 moves the camera right to your view. But the camera has to be exactly your camera size, that size, to be exactly your view. For example, if I put it right here, Control Alt 0, it's not going to capture this full light dome because it's not my camera size. If you do want to adjust it, just go here and go to the resolution and change the resolution X to your width and the resolution Y to your height. And then you should have a good camera. So that's basically it. Now my room is empty, but your room, use your imagination. See you next video, gamer fans.